And we welcome you to the Kia Center here in Orlando, Florida. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. Welcome back to my NBA2K26 presents the 2025-2026 season playthrough as we are in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals featuring the Milwaukee Bucks and the Orlando Magic. The Magic have gone on and taken the first two games in Milwaukee. As you see, we look at the starting lineups here. We have Cole Anthony now getting the start here in game number 3, so that is a change there. But other than that, it is Prince, Kuzma, Antetokounmpo, Turner. The starting lineups have still remained the same as the first two games for Orlando, with Suggs, Bane, De Silva, of course, being in for an injured Franz Wagner, Banchero, and Carter Jr. Bucks need a win to get back into the series, or the Magic are looking to try to put a stranglehold in this series as we are underway here. As you see, the Magic wearing their City Connect uniforms. You see Taurean Prince, 14 on the shot clock, feeds it back over to Giannis. Giannis, he'll put the shot up. That is going to fall in. It's quickly 2-0 Orlando. See, during the season, he averaged 26.4 points a game for Antetokounmpo, and he actually had 42 points as well as 22 rebounds. As Carter Jr. Oh, and I think that's that's Miles Turner there with an early block. Something that the Bucks really need right now. I'll tell you what, the Bucks only had two of those in game 2. As we see here, as they're getting ready to inbound it again. De Silva getting ready to inbound it here. 8 on the shot clock. Suggs with the shot. That is no good. Brian Anderson, Grant Hill, and Stan Van Gundy would be on the call if we had the game commentary on. You see Kyle Kuzma, that's no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Desmond Bane has it for the Orlando Magic. As I said, they took the first two games. They're looking to try to do some damage here. Bane will shoot the 3. That's in there. Desmond Bane, and Orlando has a 1-point lead now. 22.3 points a game here at the Kia Center for Desmond Bane. Bane actually had 33 points in the Game 2 victory. Turner coming around, and that's good. Antetokounmpo getting his assist there. 4-3 right now. You see Miles Turner averaging only 11.6 points a game during this postseason as Bane feeds it back over to Banchero, and Banchero, that's going to go out of bounds. That will still remain Magic ball as it last went off of a buck. 12 on the shot clock. Yeah, it's actually a good thing that Antetokounmpo touched it, at least for Orlando's sake. Wendell Carter Jr. feeds it back over to Jalen Suggs. We got 5 on the shot clock. Suggs feeds it back over to Carter Jr. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Cole Anthony coming down with the rebound. If you were watching this game at the time that it actually uploads, the exact time it uploads, we were on the eve of the NBA Finals. And by the time I actually record this game, we're still within a couple of hours, as you see from Antetokounmpo there. That's 4 for him already. And the lead is up to 3 for Milwaukee. You see Antetokounmpo averaging 26.5 points on the road. That was during the regular season. Over to Desmond Bane. Bane almost thought about it for a second. Over to De Silva. De Silva feeds it back over to Jalen Suggs. 4 on the shot clock. Suggs coming around. He'll put the layup up. That's good. His first 2 points of the game. We got Bucks shooting 3 of 4. The Magic 2 of 6 right now. And that is stolen as that was hit, but Carter Jr. will come down with the actual theft here. As you see, Suggs just scored just a couple seconds ago on their last trip. He's holding on to it right now. We got 10 on the shot clock here. Carter Jr. back over to Desmond Bane. Bane feeds it back over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. will put the shot up. That's good. Wendell Carter Jr.'s first 2 points of the game. He had 12 points as well as 13 rebounds. And the Magic on top by 1. As we're over 3 minutes into the first quarter here. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Magic lead the series 2-0. Kuzma coming around, and that's good. That's Kyle Kuzma's first points of the game. And just like that, Milwaukee on top once again. Kuzma averaging 14.6 points a game, 4 assists, and 4.9 rebounds a game this postseason. De Silva will shoot the 3. That is in and out. Turner coming down with the rebound. You see Cole Anthony crossing it over to Taurean Prince now. Prince, he'll shoot the three. That is in and out. Prince came off the bench in the first two series, but now he started every game in this Eastern Conference Finals. Banchero, that's his first points of the game. And once again, the Magic on top by 1. A little bit of a back and forth to start early on here. Banchero actually had 17 points and 10 rebounds. Double-double for him. That's a miss right there. Suggs coming down with the rebound. Crossing the half-court line. Jalen Suggs. He'll drive it. He's going to get ready to drive it, but he'll dish it back over to Banchero. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to De Silva now. 8 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Desmond Bane. 5 on the shot clock over to Jalen Suggs. He'll shoot the three. That is in and out. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. The Milwaukee Bucks trailing by 1 right now. Kuzma with the shot up. That is no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. Bane coming around. Feeds it over to De Silva. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony. 17 on the shot clock to Allie LaForce, who's actually reporting on something, but you can't hear her because you have me instead. Bane will have it, I believe, after a Banchero rebound. Jalen Suggs, 13 on the shot clock here. 6.5 to play here in the first. A low-scoring game, 9-8 right now. Bane will shoot the three. That is off the back iron. Miles Turner coming down with the rebound. Feeds it over to Cole Anthony, back over to Taurean Prince. That's no good. Desmond Bane coming down with the rebound. Bane crossing the half-court line, feeds it back over to Jalen Suggs. Right at the Magic logo here. Feeds it back over to Bane as you see Carter Jr. That's no good. Kuzma coming out with the rebound halfway through the first quarter. Wendell Carter Jr. 2 points on 1 forced shooting, but he does have 3 rebounds. I believe that was Kuzma, or was that Cole Anthony that made the shot? Let's see. No, that was Kuzma. De Silva, though, has it right over to Carter Jr. Oh, and Antetokounmpo with the block. There's Kuzma with it. He's back over to Miles Turner. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. And we'll have a timeout called. 5:28 to play in the first. 11-9 Milwaukee on top. We're going to take a timeout. Now we look at a substitution. I know there's going to be coming out for the Magic here. If you look at Giannis, actually second in the league at scoring for playoff. And I'm talking about playoff-wise. Who will be checking into the game now. So we'll have Carter Jr. and Jalen Suggs still out on the court. Desmond Bane out there as well. Bane will shoot the three. That's no good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. No change yet from Milwaukee for what I've seen. I believe that's Anthony Black into the game, checks into the game now. I could be wrong. There it is. Anthony coming around. Cole Anthony, he'll put the shot up. That is good. He gets his first 2 points of the game. He's only averaging 8.3 points a game. Look at Cole Anthony here, and he had only 2 points in game 2. So he matches his game 2 total. Bane still holding on to that right now. Desmond Bane, and he has to get the shot up. He will, and he'll get the points there. That's 5 for him. That puts it into a little bit of a 5-0 run there, but the Magic still trail by 2 here. 4:15 to play in the first. Antetokounmpo, he'll put the shot up. That's good. 6 points for him already. Jalen Suggs. So we have more substitutions coming out onto the court. Waiting players coming out on the court. Bane will shoot the three. That's in there. Desmond Bane. That's 7 for him. And it's only a 1-point game. As I said, a little bit of a highly contested first quarter right now. It was actually kind of close throughout the first 3 quarters of game number 2. They were even tied in the fourth quarter for a little bit. Anthony feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. He hits a slam dunk. That is worthy enough of the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. We get rid of Paolo Banchero as he's crossing the half-court line. 17-14 Milwaukee on top here. 3:15 to play in the first quarter. Banchero with the bucket. That's good. Look at that. 8 of 15 for the Bucks. 7 of 18 for the Magic. 17-16. Oh, and Antetokounmpo, does he step out of bounds? Yeah, he just steps out of bounds. Lost his balance there, as we'll have changes out on the court here. Let's see. Gary Trent Jr. I know will check in. Same with Bobby Portis. Is that Bobby Portis or Kevin Porter Jr.? Tyus Jones will check in, as well as Jace Richardson. Anthony Black will move positions. Mo Wagner checks into the game as well. Carter Jr. over to Jace Richardson, son of former NBA player Jason Richardson, is Porter Jr. Yeah, so it was Kevin Porter Jr. that checked into the game. Gary Trent Jr. feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. Anthony will take a turnaround shot from the free throw line. That's in. Gary Trent Jr. will get the assist there. Lead is up to 9 again. There's a shot, and that is no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. 19-16. There's Cole Anthony for 3. No good. Tip in by Turner. No good. Look at that. 12-8 now. The Bucks out rebound the Magic right now. Wendell Carter Jr., though, will get the bucket down there. And it's 19-18. Carter Jr. averaging 11.2 points a game. His scoring has gone up a little bit, actually. As you see, Giannis, first player in double figures for either team. 21-18, the Bucks on top, matching. I believe that matches, or no, they had a 4-point lead, I think. Feeds it back over to Richardson. Anthony Black with it. Anthony Black, he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Cole Anthony coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Kevin Porter Jr. A minute 14 to play here in the first quarter. 21-18, the Bucks on top. Feeds it over to Turner. Turner with the slam dunk. That's 7 for him, and the lead is up to 5. I think the Magic only had, on a couple of different occasions, I think they only had a 1-point lead. Richardson, he'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. Jace Richardson. I got to tell you right now, I think he's getting some points in this game. I know he got points in game number 1, but I don't think he had any in game 2. Antetokounmpo gets the assist there. I'm not sure who got the points. 18-12 points in the paint right now. Kind of missed it right now as I was looking over the stats for Jace Richardson. He's going to come around, feeds it back over to Carter Jr. 5 on a shot clock. Carter Jr. He'll put the... No, that's rejected by Miles Turner, and that'll be Magic ball, but good news, bad news. He retained possession. That's the good news. Bad news, you only have 0.2 of a second, so you're going to have to... We're about to basically have a shot clock violation here. As we have looks like substitution coming out on the court. It looks like Turner and Antetokounmpo are going to go to the bench for the last 13.6 seconds. Bane. You got to think about this for a second, how to do it. And, yep, as I said, that's going to be a shot clock violation here. 25-21 right now. More substitutions out on the court. Jericho Sims checking into the game, as well as it looks like... as well as Tyler Smith, I think, is out on the court, or maybe he came off the court. Rollins is out in the game as well. Checks in the game as well, I should say. Feeds it over to Portis Jr. Portis Jr. will put the turnaround shot. That's good. That's his first 2 points. And that will do it. We're at the end of the first quarter here. The Bucks leading the Magic 27-21. Hit that like button, comment on this video, and hit the subscribe button. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Getting ready to start the second quarter here. As I see Midaze checking into the game, as well as Tyus Jones. into the game, as well as Desmond Bane. Tyus Jones, Anthony Black, and Mo Wagner. That's a lineup set there for the Orlando Magic, as Mo Wagner will get his first 2 points of the game. 6 lead changes, 8 ties right now, or no ties, I should say. Yeah, Mo Wagner actually did not have any points in game 2. Portis Jr., and that is no good, but we'll look at there. Mo Wagner getting the rebound. Rollins, Porter Jr., Smith, Trent Jr., and Portis Jr. A lot of juniors out on the court for the Bucks. And you see Trent Jr. coming down with it off the miss. It looked like somebody got a piece of it. There's a shot for 3. Ryan Rollins, he gets his 3-pointer there, and the lead is up to 7. Largest lead for Milwaukee right now. 1 minute into the second quarter. Desmond Bane feeds it back over to Bidaze, back over to Anthony Black, Black over to Tyus Jones. Got 4 on the shot clock, back over to Bane. He'll shoot the 3. That is in and out. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Ryan Rollins now, who just had the 3-pointer the last time around. Rollins back over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Wagner coming down with the rebound. The Bucks with a 7-point lead here as we are nearing the 2-minute mark of the second quarter here. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Magic winning to Milwaukee. Took the first 2 games. There's a shot. There's his. I believe that might be Bane if he's out on the court. I could be wrong. Is it back over to Portis Jr.? Portis Jr., he's coming around. That is no good. Wagner coming down with the rebound. 30-26 right now. Desmond Bane coming through. And that shot is no good. Tyler Smith coming down with the rebound. 16 rebounds already for the Milwaukee Bucks in this game. Both teams, as Kevin Porter Jr. will get the bucket there. Both teams have 54 rebounds in game number 2. The lead is up to 6 once again for the Milwaukee Bucks. Wagner feeds it back over to Bidaze. Bidaze, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Tyler Smith with the rebound. Ryan Rollins has it for the Bucks. Feeds it back over to Kevin Porter Jr. Porter Jr. feeds it over to Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith feeds it back over to Ryan Rollins. Ryan Rollins had a 3-pointer already for Gary Trent Jr. now. Trent Jr., he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Bidaze coming down with the rebound. Tyus Jones. 8 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Anthony Black. 5 on the shot clock. He'll put the shot up. That is good. Anthony Black, and we'll have a timeout called by the Bucks. 8:16 to play until halftime. 32-29. Bucks on top. Substitution out on the court right now. Let's look at the lineup set for Milwaukee. We have, I think it's Portis Jr. They're going a little bit too fast for me, as you can see here. But it looks like Banchero will check into the game for the Orlando Magic. So Porter Jr. stays in the game. Same with Portis Jr. Torian Prince checks back into the game. Same with the Greek Freak. And it is Kuzma out on the court as well. As the Antetokounmpo shooting the 3. That's no good. Bane coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Tyus Jones. Jones back over to Desmond Bane. I believe Bane has 11 points right now in this game. The only player for the Magic in double figures. Bane, 3 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Jones. He'll have to take the shot. That is no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound for the Milwaukee Bucks. 18-13. Portis Jr., though, will get the slam dunk, and that's 4 for him, and the lead is up to 5 again. So that was 18-13 as far as rebounds go in favor of the Milwaukee Bucks. Tyus Jones at 10 on the shot clock, feeds it back over to Banchero. They got 5 on the shot clock. Paolo Banchero coming around. Oh, rejected by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo feeds it over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound. Black feeds it over to Bane. Desmond Bane with a bucket. Or the three-pointer there. I believe that is right now 14 for him. And the Magic within 2, and they lose it as Banchero will come down with the steal. Feeds it over to Anthony Black. He has it right now being guarded by Kuzma. Over to Tyus Jones. He's still trying to get around and make the shot. Feeds it over to Bane. Bane will shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 17 for Desmond Bane, and the Orlando Magic on top by 1 once again. Trailed by as many as 7. I believe this is their largest lead, actually. The amount of times they had the lead in the back and forth time, there's only 1 point right now. So we're halfway through the second quarter right now. 35-34, Orlando on top. Here in Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Finals. Giannis will miss that one. Vidazzi coming down with the rebound. Leads it back over to Banchero. He'll put the shot up. That's good. Paolo Banchero. That's 6 for him. We look at the Bucks shooting 50%. The Magic at 42%. We'll have another timeout call by the Bucks. We're going to take one as well. 37-34, Orlando on top. We're going to take a timeout, 5.5 to play until halftime. If I'm not mistaken, it is an 8-0 run right now. We see substitutions out on the court. Cole Anthony checking back into the game. I think Miles Turner checks back in as well for the Magic. And let's see, we have for Orlando, let's see. I believe Jonathan Isaac will check into the game for the first time. Jalen Suggs checks back into the game. Turner feeds it back over to Kuzma. Kuzma feeds it over to Antetokounmpo here. Giannis Antetokounmpo back over to Kyle Kuzma. 7 on the shot clock. Kuzma, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Banchero with the rebound. Crossing the half-court line right now. Kuzma, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Feeds it over to Desmond Bane. That's layup is good. That is 19 for Desmond Bane. I believe that is a 10-0 run by the Magic. And they lead it by 5. That's their largest lead of the game. Giannis Antetokounmpo driving it down with the layup. That's good. That's 12 for him. 39-36 Orlando on top as we're approaching 4.5 to play until halftime. Jalen Suggs feeds it back over to Paolo Banchero. Banchero fighting over to Suggs. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Kyle Kuzma coming down with the rebound. 20-16. The Bucks out rebounding the Magic as there's Kuzma there. Giannis will get the assist there. Giannis is a triple-double threat every game out, let me tell you. Banchero, that shot is up. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Kyle Kuzma has it right now. We're looking to try to retake the lead again. Anthony feeds it back over to Turner. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Tristan Da Silva with the rebound. The only starter yet to score for the Orlando Magic. 15 on the shot clock. Da Silva feeds it back over to Banchero. Banchero with the slam dunk. That's 8 for him. And a lead up to 3 again for the Orlando Magic, crossing the half-court line. Antetokounmpo got 15 on the shot clock. Giannis, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Wendell Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. Feeds it over to Banchero. Banchero with the layup. That's good. Double figures for Paolo Banchero. 3 minutes to play until halftime, and the lead up to 5 again, matching their largest lead. Taurean Prince, the only starter from Milwaukee who has not scored at this point. Feeds it back over to Miles Turner. Turner feeds it over to the Greek Freak. The Greek Freak going to have his way. He's going to go to the line, and that is the first personal foul against Banchero. Antetokounmpo going to go to the line, shooting 2. The only player in double figures right now for the Milwaukee Bucks. As I said, Milwaukee needs a win to get back into this series. You don't want to be down 3-0 because in real life, no team has ever overcame a 3-0 deficit to win a series. And he'll hit the first one. As we see Anthony Black checking back into the game for Desmond Bane. Jalen Suggs will move to shooting guard for the Magic. By the time if you're watching this game at the time of the actual upload, it will be the eve of the NBA Finals, and at the time that I'm recording this game, we're still, I would say, within a couple hours from Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. You see Antetokounmpo hits them both of the real-life Western Conference Finals, which also happens to be the Western Conference Finals in my season playthrough, as we'll have a timeout called. 2:38 to play in the second. 43-40, Orlando on top. Coming out of the timeout here as we have some changes on the court. We look at rebounds a game this season. You saw Giannis Antetokounmpo 14.3. I'm not sure because sometimes they like to combine both the stats of the playoffs and the regular season for some of the playoff teams. Because I've seen that number for some reason. You see Banchero coming around. That's no good as Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Needs it back over to Taurean Prince. 15 on the shot clock. Taurean Prince feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. And Banchero will get a piece of it. Bucks will retain possession, though. 10 on the shot clock. But Banchero with a block. I tell you what, Banchero has definitely been the heart and soul of this Magic team. I mean, same with Desmond Bane. Bane is usually the bigger scorer, but let me see, Banchero can do a lot as well. Not just scoring, but he can get the rebounds and get blocks. And can come up with some steals. You see, Cole Anthony will shoot the bucket. That's good. That's 6 for him. Magic within 1 again here as we're approaching the final 2 minutes until halftime. 15 on the shot clock. Banchero. He'll shoot the no, he passes it up. He was going to get ready to shoot the 3, but Carter Jr. has it. 5 on the shot clock. Carter Jr. feeds it back over to Jones. He'll shoot the 3. That's in there. Tyus Jones. His first points of the game, and the lead is up to 4. Cole Anthony crossing the half-court line here. Anthony feeds it over to Kyle Kuzma. A minute and a half to play until halftime. 46-42, Orlando on top. Antetokounmpo with the layup. That's good. 16 for him. See Paolo Banchero crossing the half-court line. Banchero. He's trying to drive it. He will put the shot up. That is no good. Taurean Prince coming down with the rebound. Still a 2-point lead. A chance for him to tie the game or retake the lead. Prince feeds it over to Turner. Turner's going to go to the line and count it. That's 11 for Miles Turner. He's the second player from Milwaukee to reach double figures. Anthony Black checking back into the game for Tyus Jones. First tie of the game, actually, outside of 0-0 if we were looking at the game trends. Turner will hit the free throw. That's 12 for him. And Milwaukee retakes the lead with under a minute to play until halftime. Have ourselves a really close one right now. A little bit of a back-and-forth game. Suggs will shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 5 for Jalen Suggs. Let me see the Bucks, only 2 of 11 from beyond the arc. The Magic, 9 of 21. And there, Giannis. That's 18 for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and we are tied at 49. Under 30 seconds to play until the halftime here. Anthony Black feeds it back over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs. 5 on the shot clock here. 4 on the shot clock. So they have to take a shot. Suggs, he'll put the shot up. That's a miss. No good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Shot clock turned off. Feeds it over to Cole Anthony. Anthony. And that's stolen by Banchero. Suggs with a half court. And that's no good. We are at the end of the first half, and we are right where we began. We are even. It is 49-49 here at the half. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment on this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not done so yet. And also, we have a link to the Cash App in the description down below. And with that, we're going to take you to the halftime report. We'll see you guys in the second half. Back here, getting ready to start the third quarter here in Milwaukee. We are tied at 49 right now. We look at Desmond Bane highlights. He has 19 points. I'll tell you something. Desmond Bane has had himself a really good series, really good postseason, I should say. He had 27 points in Game 1, including that game-winning 3 to steal Game 1, and then he had 33 points in Game 2. Part of a 16-point victory there to take the first 2 games in Milwaukee. As the Bucks are looking to try to do the same here. Bane will shoot the 3. He drains the 3. That's 22 for him. And the Bucks are on top once again. As we feed it over here, as we look at the starting lineups for both teams out on the court, we have Anthony, Prince, Kuzma, Antetokounmpo, who misses that one, as well as Miles Turner for the Magic. Suggs, Bane, De Silva, Banchero, and Carter Jr. Is it over? Bane, he'll shoot the 3 again. He'll drain the 3 again. Back-to-back 3s for Desmond Bane. He's at 25 points. Nearly a minute into the third quarter. It's a 6-point lead. That's their largest lead of the game. Giannis with the slam dunk. That's 20 for him. Stopping the bleeding there. Giannis Antetokounmpo doing his part for the Bucks, keeping them in these games for a while. Banchero who'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Carter Jr. getting the offensive rebound in the slam dunk. And the lead is up to 6 once again. Cole Anthony crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Taurean Prince. Minute and a half into the third quarter here. Kyle Kuzma feeds it back over to Cole Anthony, over to Taurean Prince. 9 on the shot clock. Prince feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. De Silva coming down with the rebound. Crossing the half-court line. De Silva feeds it back over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs feeding it over to Banchero. Banchero feeds it back over to Carter Jr. Over to Desmond Bane. Bane, he'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3 again. That's 28 for him. 9 of those coming here in the third quarter. And the lead is up to 9. That's their largest lead of the game. Milwaukee's largest lead was 7 points. Cole Anthony will shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. Banchero coming down with the rebound. 6 points for Cole Anthony on 3 of 5 shooting, 2 assists. Suggs feeds it back over to Banchero. That's in there. That's 12 points for Paolo Banchero. And the lead is up to 11. 7 unanswered points. And we will have a timeout call by the Bucks. 9:07 to play in the third. 62-51 Orlando on top. We'll be back. Coming out of timeout here. 9:07 to play here in the third in Orlando. Magic leading at 62-51. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Magic already leading the series 2-0. Looking to try to put a stranglehold on this series here at home. As you see, Kyle Kuzma feeding it back over to Cole Anthony. Anthony feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Feeds it back over to Taurean Prince. Back over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. By the way, the Magic are outscoring the Bucks right now, 13-2 at this point. Feeds it over to Banchero. Banchero feeds it over to De Silva. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound here as we're approaching 3.5 minutes into the third quarter. 62-51, Orlando on top. Cole Anthony feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis feeds it back over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. That's well needed. Kyle Kuzma with 7 points. And that is what the Bucks needed. They're trailing by double figures and now within 8 again. Bane will shoot the 3. That is no good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound here. 4 minutes into the third quarter. Kuzma feeds it over to Taurean Prince. Prince back over to Kuzma. Back over to Anthony. Cole Anthony. Oh, and look at the alley-oop by Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's 22 for him. 5 quick points. Puts the deficit to within 6 again. Banchero, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Kyle Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Cross to the half-court line over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the layup. That's good. That's 24 for him. 7-0 run, and the Bucks are within 4. Jalen Suggs feeding it over to De Silva. Suggs. Feeds it back over to Bane. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good, and that's tipped, and that's going to be out of bounds, and that will still remain Orlando ball. See, Doc Rivers. And they're thinking, what the hell's going on here? We look at the percentage leaders for the field goal shooting percentage leaders for the playoffs. Miles Turner at 5th at just nearly 72% shooting. Orlando will inbound it with 14 on the shot clock. Suggs will take the inbound here. 5 minutes into the third quarter. Banchero. Feeds it over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr., he's going to go to the line as Turner called for his first personal foul. Wendell Carter Jr. only had 6 points in that first half. Looking to try to make it 7 and 8 and put an end to that 7-0 run by the Bucks. Carter Jr. will miss the first one. Got to hit those free throws. You have not had many opportunities in this game. Carter Jr. looking to try to at least get 1 or 2 from the line. He'll sink the second one. That's 7 for him in this game. That puts an end to that 7-0 run. Cole Anthony feeds it back over to Giannis. Giannis will put the layup up. That's good. 26. 9 lead changes, 2 ties. And they bring that up right now because we still have a highly contested game. It is actually a 9-2 run by the Bucks. Desmond Bane gets a shot when needed. That's 31 for him. And we'll have another timeout called by Milwaukee. We're going to take another one as well. 6:19 to play in the third. 66-60 Orlando on top. We are looking, coming out of timeout, I should say. And no changes out on the court right now. 20 on the shot clock coming out of timeout for Milwaukee as they're getting ready to set to inbound it. Kyle Kuzma will be the player to will put the inbound. Who will he hand it off to? And that is Cole Anthony taking the inbound. So we got Giannis, the Greek Freak. 26 points himself. Like I say, he's doing his part. Miles Turner thought about taking a shot. He didn't, but he will put the shot up, and that's good. That's 14 for Miles Turner. And the lead down to 4. You see Desmond Bane, who has 31 points, as we're over the halfway point of the third quarter. Desmond Bane, 33 now for him. Rest of the team with 35, and the lead is up to 6 once again. Counting for nearly half the points. Desmond Bane feeding it over to, or no, that was Antetokounmpo feeding it over to Anthony. Cole Anthony, and that will not fall, but he'll get his offensive rebound, though. 10 on the shot clock. The Greek Freak coming around. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Jalen Suggs has it across to the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. feeds it back over to Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 8 for Jalen Suggs. And the lead is up to 9. Their largest lead was 11. Feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo puts a shot up. That's good. That's 28 for him. Let's see here. That is, I think, how many assists is that? You see Banchero there. 14 for him. Look, I think that was 18 assists in the game for them, and they had, I think, only 19 actually in the Game 2 loss. Antetokounmpo. He'll go around and he'll shoot 2 as Banchero will call for his second personal foul. Antetokounmpo. 4:25 to play here in the third. He has 28 points right now. Look at that. 14 three-pointers made by the Magic and 50 points off of assists. That's for the Magic in this game already here, and there's still plenty of game left to play. Try to put that number higher for both categories as Giannis will miss the first one here. Anthony Black getting ready to check back into the game for Tristan Da Silva. That is the only change I think I've seen so far. Antetokounmpo. And he'll miss them both. Wow, Banchero. He's back over to Bane. He'll shoot the three. That's another three. 36 for him. 17 of those have come here in the third quarter. And the lead is up to 12, their largest lead of the game. They had it to within 4 at one point after being down by 11. That's tipped. As you see, Banchero will come down with the theft. Anthony Black coming around, feeds it over to Banchero. Banchero, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Kyle Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Cross it over to Antetokounmpo, but he'll lose it with Banchero with another steal. Anthony Black with it now. Taking his time for a second here. 15 on the shot clock. 3.5 to play here in the third. Bane will shoot the three. That is no good. Turner coming down with the rebound. 17 on the shot clock for the Milwaukee Bucks. Torian Prince, as I said, the only player not to score so far for the Milwaukee, out of the starters, I should say. Da Silva also goose egg for starters for Orlando. 30 points for Antetokounmpo. Prince will get the assist, though. Banchero. He's going to put the Antetokounmpo will come with the block there. Feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. Antetokounmpo back over to Kyle Kuzma. 15 on the shot clock. 13 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo having his way and count it. Desmond Bane called for his first personal foul, first team foul. Let's look at some lineup changes here. So we got Porter Jr., Trent Jr. for sure checking into the game. And also Portis Jr. And I think I've seen it. I know Mo Wagner checking into the game as well as Bidadzi. Yeah, that's 32 for him for the Greek Freak. Make that 33, I think. I'll have to recheck the stats as soon as I can. Tyus Jones into the game now, and the lead down to 7 again. Jones will shoot the three. That two, I should say, no good. Cole Anthony crossing the half-court line. Feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. That's in there. I believe that's 35. Yeah, that is 35 for him. Officially 35 points for him. Lead down to 5. I think that's a 7-0 run by the Milwaukee Bucks here. 2 minutes of play here in the third. Jet Howard checks into the game. Anthony Black also still back into the game. Shot by Black. That's not going to fall in. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. That's a 9-0 run. Lead down to 3. That's 37 for Antetokounmpo. Bane has 36 points of his own. We have a very close one right now. Howard feeds it back over to Jones. Jones over to Anthony Black. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Porter Jr. coming out with the rebound. Chance to tie or get to within 1. That's a slam dunk by Cole Anthony. Anthony, worthy enough of the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. By the way, that's 8 points for Cole Anthony here. That's an 11-0 run, by the way, by the Bucks, and they're within 1. Under a minute to play here in the third. Feeds it over to Tyus Jones. Jones feeds it back over to Jet Howard. Over to Black here. 3 on the shot clock. Anthony Black will put the shot up. That is no good. Antetokounmpo with it. Time for the Bucks. They can try to take the lead here. Antetokounmpo. He's going to come around. He'll put the shot up. Count it! Bucks retake the lead on a 13-0 run. And I'm not sure who got called for the foul there. As Antetokounmpo at 39 points. Noah Penda, I think, checks in for the first time. And I believe everybody who's eligible to play for the Magic are eligible to have come into the game here, as Penda will get the rebound there. So he does not get the free throw there. Jones. It's a 13-0 run by the Bucks. Penda. That's no good. Rollins coming down with the rebound. Shot clock turned off. Rollins might hold on to it. And there's Antetokounmpo with the layup, or the alley-oop slam dunk. That's 41 for him. 15-0 run, I should say. Jones, he'll shoot the three. That's no good, and that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter here. A 15-0 run by the Bucks. They lead at 79-76. Hit the like button, comment on this video, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter right after this. Get ready to start the fourth quarter here in Orlando. Look at the State Farm assist of the game. I believe that's going to go to Kyle Kuzma. Or no, that was Ryan Rollins. Never mind. Fourth quarter here. So we'll have Trent Jr., Porter Jr., Antetokounmpo. I think that's Portis Jr. And who else is out on the lineup? We see Porter Jr. will shoot the three. No good. Tyus Jones coming down with the rebound. No points in the last over 4.5 minutes, and that was including the third quarter. End of the third quarter here. Portis Jr., Rollins. Okay, that completes the Bucks lineup set to start the fourth quarter. And Gary Trent Jr. He's it back over to Antetokounmpo, who has 41 points in this game. He's it back over to Portis Jr. And there, Bobby Portis Jr. coming around, put the layup up. That is no good. Bidaze coming down with the rebound. By the way, that's a 15-0 run by the Bucks to end that third quarter. So I believe now we're about over 5 minutes scoring drought for the Orlando Magic. Holding on to it, Jones. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Say Giannis with 41 points already. Feeds it over to Gary Trent Jr. Trent Jr., and that is stolen by Anthony Black. Anthony Black feeds it over to Bidaze, and Bidaze lost control, so he had to ship it off to Bane. Bane with 36 points. Bidaze for three. That's no good. I think Bane should have taken a shot there. He's been on fire all game. That's a shot, and that is no good. Portis Jr. getting the rebound. 6 points for Bobby Portis Jr., and that's now currently a 17-0 run by the Bucks here. We'll have a timeout called by Orlando. 10:07 to play here in the fourth. 81-76, Milwaukee on top. Coming out of the timeout here, 81-76, Milwaukee on top, dating back to the last 5+ minutes of the fourth quarter, 4+ minutes of the third quarter, and now almost 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, I should say. It is a 17-0 run by the Milwaukee Bucks, down by 12. Now they're up by 5. They led by as many as 7 in that first half. Tyus Jones looking to try to put an end to that drought. Jones, 7 on the shot clock, feeds it over to Anthony Black for three. No good. That is tipped, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that will be Orlando ball. 14 on the shot clock. As we see Miles Turner checking back into the game. Portis Jr. going to go to the bench again. Bidaze, as Banchero will check back into the game. Banchero feeds it over to Bidaze, and that will end the drought there. That's his first 2 points of the game, and we see 10 lead changes, 2 ties. The lead down to 3 once again for Milwaukee. That ends that 17-0 run. 9:20 to play here in the fourth. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Bucks looking to try to hold on and get their first win of the series. Miles Turner going to go to the line, shooting 1 for an and-1 opportunity here. Midaze gets his first personal foul. Miles Turner, 1 shot here. Look at that, 7 blocks, 15 fast break points. So Milwaukee has had a good has been having a block party themselves. Turner will sink the second one, so that's 17 for him. 84-78. That is a 20-2 run. Dating back to the end of the third quarter, Banchero will miss that one. Miles Turner coming down with the rebound. Over to Antetokounmpo. He's going to go to the line. Banchero, that's his third personal foul. Giannis going to go to the line, shooting 2. As we're 3 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Chance for Giannis to give the Bucks their largest lead of the game. I said the Bucks don't want to be down 3-0 heading into game 4 on the road. It's already difficult just to get a win in a gentleman's sweep down 3-0 at home. And there's a miss right there. I said the Bucks currently on a 20-2 run, dating back to like the last 13 plus minutes of game time. And he'll miss them both. Orlando got to do something. You see Anthony Black for 3. That's in there. That is something they needed. Orlando within 3. Now Ryan Rollins feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. First 3 points for Gary Trent Jr. Lead up to 6 again. Orlando had a double-figure lead actually at one point in the first half in game 1, as that's a miss right there. And then Orlando was up, and then Milwaukee was able to come back and have a 9-point lead in the fourth quarter before the Bucks were able to come back and win game 1. Turner with a slam dunk. Miles Turner, that's 19 for him. The Bucks shooting 58%, the Magic 41%. There's a 3. That's no good. Miles Turner coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Ryan Rollins. 9 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. He needs to get the shot up. That is no good. That's off the front rim. Banchero with it. Feeds it back over to Tyus Jones. 7:20 to play here in the fourth. Tyus Jones feeds it over to Bane. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Antetokounmpo finding over to Ryan Rollins. Rollins, 15 on the shot clock, feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. 7 to play here in the fourth. 89-81, largest lead of the game. Back over to Ryan Rollins. There's a shot by Rollins. That is no good. Desmond Bane coming down with the rebound. Bane with it. He's trying to come around with it, trying to get his team back into the game. Feeds it over to Bane. Or no, wait a minute. Who had it? Now it's Jones that has it. Bane, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Trent Jr. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Tyus Jones with it. Jones feeds it back over to Bane. Bane back over to Jones. Tyus Jones holding on to that right now. 5 on the shot clock. As we're approaching the halfway point, you see Anthony Black for 3. That's no good. Miles Turner with the rebound. Over halfway through the point of the fourth quarter here. 8-point lead for Milwaukee. There's Giannis. That's 43 for him. And the lead is up to 10. Tyus Jones holding on to this one right now. 15 on the shot clock. Bidaze feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. 10 on the shot clock. 5.5 to play here in the fourth. Milwaukee leading it by 10. Desmond Bane. And that's going to go out of bounds. And that will be Milwaukee ball. They say it was last touch off of Orlando. Slew of players coming into the game. I believe that is Taurean Prince, Cole Anthony, and let's see, for the Magic, Suggs, Bane, De Silva, Carter Jr., as well as Banchero. So the starting five I know for sure is out. Kuzma I know checking back into the game as well. Antetokounmpo, and that's going to be a reach-in foul called against Jalen Suggs. That's his first personal foul. 13 foul. Okay, so. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't give one foul to Bane. 91-81. Antetokounmpo coming around. Take that. 45 for him. (93-81). It's a 12-point lead for Milwaukee, their largest lead. Both teams have led by as many as 12 in this game. 10 on the shot clock. Bane feeding it over to Carter Jr., and Carter Jr. is going to go to the line. Shooting two. I believe that's Miles Turner second. Wendell Carter Jr. was actually at the line earlier in this game where he went 1 of 2. He has 7 points in this game. Carter Jr. will hit the first one, so he's at 8. (93-82). 4:41 to play here in the fourth. Milwaukee on top, looking to try to get their first win in the series and get back in the series and force a Game 5 at Pfizer Forum. And that's 2 right there for Wendell Carter Jr. I think it was around this point in the third quarter when it was a 12-point lead. Kyle Kuzma for 3. That's 10 for him. Taurean Prince getting the assist there. It's a 13-point lead now. Like I said, it was around this point when it was a 12-point lead in the third quarter when it was a 12-point lead for Orlando. Suggs trying to find his way through. He'll put the 3 up. That's good. 3-pointers by Jalen Suggs. That's 11 for him. Magic within 10 here. Under 4 to play here in the fourth. Miles Turner feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. That's a jumper. That's good. That's 10 for Cole Anthony. And the lead up to 12 again. Jalen Suggs feeds it back over to Banchero. 3.5 to play here in the fourth, I should say. Wendell Carter Jr. for 3. That's in and out. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Giannis, he will lose it as Banchero will come down with the steal. Banchero will have an easy slam dunk there. 16 for him. Magic within 10 once again. Cole Anthony. Is it right up there? 3 minutes to play here in the fourth. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the shot up. That is good. Make that 47 for him. Cole Anthony with the assist. And the Bucks have reached the century mark. They're leading it by 12 again, 100-88. Banchero. He's coming around with the layup. That's good. That's 18 for him. 2.5 to play here in the fourth. And there's a timeout call by by Milwaukee, as I say. We're going to take one as well. 2:26 to play in the fourth. 10-point lead for Milwaukee. Coming out of timeout here, 190 Milwaukee on top. As I said, Orlando had a 12-point lead with like 4+ minutes to play in the third quarter before what became eventually 17-0 run at the 17-0 run for the Bucks, and they never looked back. That was dating from the end of the third quarter to the fourth quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, and Bucks have not looked back. Cole Anthony shooting a 3. That is no good. Silva coming down with the rebound. De Silva, the only player from Milwaukee, a starter for Milwaukee, I should say, did not score any points. Banchero, can't take your time right now. You need to get a shot up here. 7 on the shot clock. And he's going to step out of bounds, and that is a very careless turnover. You got a better awareness than that, Paolo. Jamal Mosley not happy, and I kind of don't blame him. What are you looking upset for, Banchero? You should have been the one that had better awareness. Cole Anthony. He's back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo make that 49 for him. And the lead is up to 12 again. Minute 45 now to play here in the fourth quarter. Banchero finds Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Miles Turner coming out with the rebound. Cole Anthony now has it as he's getting ready to cross the half. Now he's crossing the half-court line. 90 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Kyle Kuzma feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo to Anthony. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. Cole Anthony with 13 points. Lead up to 15, their largest lead. Suggs crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. Bane feeds it back over to Suggs. Bane did not score a single point here in the fourth quarter. Suggs will put the shot up. That's good. That's 13 for Jalen Suggs. The Magic shooting 36 of 88. The Bucks 47 of 80. 105-92. Under a minute to play here in the fourth. Giannis. Yeah, and he'll lose it as Banchero will come down with it. De Silva has it. De Silva feeding it over to Suggs. Suggs with a shot. That is no good. Carter Jr. feeds it over to Bane. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Cole Anthony coming down with the rebound. Anthony feeds it over to Giannis, and that's 51 for Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo took over this game in the second half. There was a 17-0 run between the end of the third and the early part of the fourth quarter, as Desmond Bane will get the bucket. That's his first 2 points in the fourth quarter. They could have used him hitting some of those shots here in the fourth quarter. All the Bucks have to do is just hold on to this, and that's what they're probably going to do with the final 10 seconds here. A 17-0 run, as I mentioned, dating between the end of the third quarter and the early part of the fourth quarter, and the Bucks never looked back. They will walk away with a 107-94 victory, and they are back in this series. Orlando will still lead the series 2-1 as we head to a game number 4 in the next time these two teams play. But Milwaukee continues to trend in the road team, winning every game so far. As you see, Giannis Antetokounmpo, I assume he's going to get the player of the game. He's going to be interviewed by Ali LaForce. And as I said, game commentary is not on, so you get me instead. He's probably going to say, oh, it was all a team effort, which is very true, by the way. As Giannis getting the player of the game, no surprise there. We'll be there with the post-game player stats coming up. It is time for the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. We see Desmond Bane with 38 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Then we got Paolo Banchero for 18 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. Jalen Suggs, 13 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists. Wendell Carter Jr. only had 9 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Anthony Black with 6 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, and a steal. Tyus Jones with 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Jace Richardson, 3 points only for him. Then we have Goga Bidaze with 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 rebounds. Mo Wagner, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Tristan De Silva only had 3 rebounds, 1 assist. The only starter not to score for the Orlando Magic. Jet Howard, no stats in 3 minutes of play. Noah Pinda had 1 rebound. Jonathan Isaac, I thought Jonathan Isaac checked into the game for a second, but I guess he did not play. The only player for the Magic who did not play in this game. And now for the victorious Milwaukee Bucks here. Giannis Antetokounmpo, player of the game with 51 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 blocks as well. Miles Turner had a double-double, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Cole Anthony had a double-double, 13 points, 4 rebounds, but he had 10 assists. Kyle Kuzma with 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Bobby Portis Jr., 6 points, 5 rebounds. Gary Trent Jr. with 3 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, followed by Ryan Rollins with 3 rebounds, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. Kevin Porter Jr., 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Taurean Prince with 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Tyler Smith, 2 rebounds. And then we got Jericho Sims, no stats in 1 minute of play. Chris Livingston, Andre Jackson Jr., AJ Green, Amir Coffey did not play for the Milwaukee Bucks. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics. We are back in the Western Conference for Game 3 of the Oklahoma City Thunder and San Antonio Spurs Western Conference Finals Series. Yes, I know that this luck would have it that these two teams would be meet in the season playthrough like they are in real life. And just letting you know, I try to get these videos out in advance or record it in advance. So, a couple of things. One, this game that I just recorded took place I recorded this game a few hours before the start of Game 7 of the real-life Thunder Spurs series. So I'm not going to record game number 3 until after the fact. So you'll know, actually, by the time this video came out, who actually won OKC and San Antonio game number 7. So with that out of the way, just want to remind everybody that the next video will be Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. And just like in real life, in the first 2 games, the Spurs took Game 1 in OKC on the road, while the Thunder took Game 2 at home, sending the series back to San Antonio with a split. Now, will it still continue the trend in real life where OKC takes Game 3 in this video, or will the Spurs actually go straight away from that trend and take Game 3 of that series? But either way, Game 3, Thunder and Spurs. Game number 3, be there or be squared. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, comment on this video, and if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And if you are willing to support me financially, there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App. Just click on that, donate to it. I mean, it is very much appreciated, but not required to enjoy my content, just to let you know. And also, there is information where you can follow me on X and Instagram as well. And with that, I want to remind everybody the final score of the game, the Milwaukee Bucks, with a strong end of the third quarter with a 15-0 run that eventually ended up becoming a 17-0 run to start the fourth quarter. They never looked back. They came back from 12 down to win by 13. They defeat the Orlando Magic 107-94, getting back into this Eastern Conference Final Series. But the Magic still lead the series 2-1. And with that, I'm Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.